Fall is quickly approaching, so is RSV season, and right now 6 babies are in the Pediatric Intensive Care Unit at the Niswonger Children's Hospital in Johnson City with RSV, all of them under a year old.
Ansley Daniels spent the day at the Children's Hospital after speaking with the PICU medical director and the mother of an 8-week-old baby battling RSV and is on what's called a non-invasive ventilator. Ansley?
Josh and Sarah, RSV season typically runs October through December, and there are usually about half of the patients battling the virus this time of year in the PICU. But the medical director says that he's expecting this fall and winter to be even worse.
It is early for us to be seeing this much RSV. RSV tends to run in cycles, and I do wonder if this year isn't going to be one of our more severe cycles.
Respiratory syncytial virus, or better known as RSV, is similar to the common cold, but it can severely impact babies, especially those under a year old.
It can change significantly within a matter of hours, sort of depending on how early they are in the course. Usually it takes about 24 hours, but I've seen babies go from being relatively okay to completely intubated and very sick in a matter of hours.
8-week-old Emmeline Ingram is one of the babies in the PICU.
Her breathing was very rapid and fast, and she was retracting in her stomach.
Emmeline's mom, Caitlin, took her to the emergency room Sunday where she tested positive for RSV and rhinovirus.
I got to the car in the parking lot at the emergency room, and she stopped breathing and turned blue and purple, and so I ran back in with her, and they got her working on her and got her stable, and they did a chest x-ray.
Emmeline's oxygen saturation couldn't stay up. She went from being on 6 liters of oxygen helping her breathe to 8, and now a non-invasive ventilator in her nose.
She's sicker than the average child that will usually come in with RSV. The nice thing about RSV, though, is for the most part the long-term outcome is fantastic. Regardless of how sick they get initially, they usually recover completely and go on to be just fine and healthy.
The hope is for Emmeline to come off the ventilator over the next 24 to 48 hours.
It's hard because they come in and they say, well, she's doing really good on this and we're just going to watch and see how she does, and then they come in a little while later and it's like, okay, well, her breathing's not doing that great, so we're going to try this and see how this does.
While Emmeline's recovery looks hopeful, the dangers of RSV aren't worth the risk.
Leave the babies alone. Try to stay away from them. I know it's not something that you want to do, especially if it's a brand new baby, but it's really the best for them because this disease can cause significant illness in these kiddos.
Dr. Henry says that good hygiene practices won't keep people from getting sick, but if you're around a baby and you are sick, well, first off, don't be around a baby and be sick, but don't kiss them on the lips or face, and just stay away if you're not feeling well.